In the dim light of dawn, a longship cuts through the mist that blankets the fjord, hailed by the surrounding mountains like a quiet whisper from ancient times. The air crackles with a blend of anticipation and fear, as the warriors aboard grip their weapons tightly, staring into the horizon. Who were these Viking warriors, who defied nature, fate, and even the gods themselves? You might think you know the tales of their fierce raids and epic voyages, but what if I told you there are untold legends that could change everything you thought you knew about them? As a viewer engaged in this journey, prepare yourself for insights that reveal not just their thirst for glory, but also their intricate belief systems, social structures, and profound emotional lives. These legends remain hidden, shadowed by centuries of myth and misunderstanding, yet they offer a perspective that is anything but ordinary. The stories of these warriors unfold like the intricate carvings on their ships, each telling of a life filled with daring and devotion, treachery and triumph. Let us delve into this enigmatic world where honor and chaos intertwine. What if I told you that behind the image of the fearsome warrior lurked a community bound by loyalty, faith, and a fierce connection to nature? Indeed, Viking life was not merely about raiding and pillaging. In the heart of Scandinavia, they cultivated artistry, philosophy, and a form of spirituality that intertwined their lives with the elements and the cosmos. Imagine a society where each man and woman sees themselves as part of a grand tapestry, woven together by destiny and mutual respect. This, dear viewer, is an image often overshadowed by tales of conquest. Let's ponder this for a moment. What came to your mind when you first heard of Vikings? Did you envision horned helmets and ruthless marauding? This stereotype has been perpetuated in pop culture, but Vikings were much more than warriors or pillagers. Their societies were complex, with governance and social norms, trade networks that spanned continents, and a rich mythology that reflected their worldviews. For instance, did you know that before embarking on their raids, Viking warriors performed a ritual known as blot? This sacrificial offering to the gods sought favor and protection as they ventured into the unknown. As the freshly spilled blood mingled with the earth, it symbolized their deep commitment not just to victory, but to the cycle of life and death, acceptance of fate, known in Norse culture as Wyrd. This act brought forth the question, were these mighty warriors, in their pursuit of glory, also seekers of deeper truths? As we journey deeper, it's crucial to recognize the vital role that women played in Viking society, often obscured by the narratives solely focusing on their male counterparts. You might be wondering, were women merely passive figures waiting at home while men sought glory? Surprisingly, many Scandinavian women enjoyed freedoms unprecedented in other contemporary societies. They were not just mothers and caretakers, some were skilled artisans, healers, and even war strategists. Some legends speak of female warriors known as Valkyries, who guided the souls of the brave slain in battle to the halls of Valhalla. Is it possible that some women, cloaked in armor, fought alongside men? In archaeological finds throughout the Nordic countries, evidence has emerged supporting the existence of female warriors. Graves dating back to the Viking Age have revealed warriors interred alongside their weapons. If you expected the tale of the Viking warrior to be solely male-dominated, you may want to reconsider. The images of women forging their destinies on the battlefield paint a richer tapestry of Viking life that has long been ignored in mainstream accounts. Now let's pivot to another aspect of these legendary warriors, the profound importance they placed on honor and reputation. Among Vikings, how one was perceived often dictated their status in society. You might find it intriguing that tales of Viking skalds, poets who sang the praises of heroes, played a significant role in maintaining the legacy of these warriors. This was not merely entertainment, it served to immortalize the courageous deeds of individuals. Stories were passed down through generations, fostering great pride and guiding the norms of Viking conduct. Honor was not just a personal quest, it was a communal expectation, an appealing concept that resonates even today. What comes next will leave you speechless. Imagine a young warrior, his heart racing as he prepares for the raid of his life. But moments before they set sail, he finds himself questioning, is glory worth the life of a friend? The bonds forged in battle could be stronger than the pursuit of a noble title. This moral dilemma, prevalent among Vikings, played a significant role in shaping their destinies, much like the ancient epics sung by their skalds. Eager to venture into their world? Let's discuss their incredible navigation skills. The Vikings were masters of the seas, able to sail not only from the icy fjords of Norway to the sunny shores of Portugal but to the far reaches of the North American continent long before Columbus. Their longships, crafted with intricate designs and unparalleled craftsmanship, were technological marvels of their time. You may be surprised to learn that some scholars believe that Viking explorers were the first Europeans to set foot on the continent of North America around the year 1000 AD, at a site they called Vinland, which is now Newfoundland, Canada. This revelation expands the narrative of the Vikings from mere mercenaries to brave explorers of the vast unknown. Their relentless pursuit of new territories reveals a deeper layer of their culture, adaptability. Vikings were traders as much as they were warriors. The remnants found in Viking trading posts speak of diverse cultures being interwoven: Arabic coins, Russian furs, and even silk from China. This multifaceted approach bred a society rich in ideas, goods, and cultural exchange that veered against the grain of the image we may hold of them as singularly fierce warriors. Did you expect the Vikings to be mere raiders, or were they also the pioneering traders of their era? As we navigate back to their beliefs, consider the Norse cosmology, the 9 worlds connected by the great tree Yggdrasil. It illustrated the Vikings' understanding of life, death, and the intricate balance of existence. Their belief in multiple realms set the stage for a worldview where gods and giants, magic and fate, were part of daily existence. In Viking society, even the most mundane aspects of life could bear significant value in the universal battle of order versus chaos. This rich mythology influenced everything from their quests to their interpersonal relationships. Have you ever considered how fate played into the lives of these warriors? According to Norse belief, every individual possessed a predetermined destiny. This fatalistic view constantly hovered over them like a dark cloud. Realizing that each battle carried the weight of not just personal ambition but cosmic significance often forced them to confront their own mortality. How did this perspective shape their actions? Could it be that knowing their fate allowed them to live with unwavering courage in the face of death, stirring the heroic in their spirits? It's essential now to shift our gaze towards one of the most astonishing legends, the tale of Harald Hardrada, a king known as the last great Viking warrior. His life is an epic saga filled with adventure, betrayal, and ultimately, tragedy. Many see him as the embodiment of the Viking spirit, a man who traversed lands, fought for power, and led armies. Did you know he also fought in the Byzantine army and returned home to Norway years later, asserting his claim to the throne? His journey is a testament to the perseverance and relentless endeavor characterizing Viking society. But what happened in the end? In 1066, Hardrada met his match at the Battle of Stamford Bridge, facing King Harold Godwin's son. It's often noted as one of history's turning points, marking the end of the Viking Age. Just as the tide of the battle turned, it also symbolized the waning of Norse influence. The Viking legacy faced a transformative moment. Are we witnessing the end of an era or the inception of a new identity for the Norse peoples? By now, As we fathom the waves of history, let's not forget the enduring legacy of the Viking warriors. The popular depictions often focus on their violence and conquest, but is it possible to separate the myth from the man? Their mastery of trade, art, and culture, combined with their death-defying spirit, adds complexity to their story. How do their legacies endure today? In modern culture, we see a renaissance of Viking fascination, from series like Vikings to the blockbuster film adaptations that romanticize their era. But we must approach these representations with a critical eye. Are they merely portrayals of warriors, or do they reflect our desire for imagination, adventure, and a return to a time that feels both distant and familiar? Their stories inspire us to examine the duality of human nature, the unyielding balance between brutality and creativity, destruction and construction, chaos and order. What do the untold legends of these Viking warriors reveal about our own lives? Perhaps in reflecting on their complexities, we garner insights into our own quests for identity and purpose amidst an ever-changing world. As we draw near to our conclusion, let's take a moment to encapsulate the essence of these untold legends. The Viking warriors, hailed for their might, were also craftsmen, thinkers, and explorers, their lives a mosaic of contradictions. They embraced the profound depths of mortality and destiny, experiencing life as a relentless adventure that beckoned the bold. The stories of fierce loyalty, exploration, spirituality, and artistry hold enduring lessons that transcend time. What emerges is a portrayal of warriors reshaping their world through resilience, devastating beauty, and an unyielding spirit. Are you ready to look past the warrior's blade and embrace the heart and soul that drive every Viking tale? As we close this chapter of history and storytelling, consider how their legacy continues to inspire our modern lives, compelling us to be brave, to seek, to learn, and perhaps, to honor our own paths diligently. In the echoes of the past, we discover much more than the songs of swords clashing. We find stories of humanity, timeless and profound. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me to uncover the untold legends of Viking warriors, the heartbeats of a world far gone, yet so closely relating to our lives today. As you carry these tales forward, remember the complexities and nuances, and let them weave into the fabric of your own story.